Hello there! Welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, Johnny, of course, and today is a kind of a different stream than normal, simply because this is set up for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a long stream. I am going to be streaming pretty much all day, starting at 9 o'clock, and that will be a very unique build. Simply because it's going to not be a build, it's going to be an unbuild. I'm going to be taking the Millennium Falcon, the UCS Millennium Falcon, apart. Piece by piece, pretty much. Not sure how long it's going to take, so I'll be live streaming. Show up whenever you want to and, just chill. Today's going to be chill as I'm kind of organizing things. I have the camera pulled way back so I can kind of start with an overview of where things are going to go. I'm going to try to put the Falcon here, I think, not pushed back too far. I want it a little bit forward. So I got to move some stuff out of the way. The biggest thing is going to be this monitor is going to go kind of over in the corner there, and everything else is kind of going to get shoved back. Once I figure out where things are going to go, I'm going to bring the Falcon over, probably put it in the corner, and then going to kind of do setup for the stream and everything like that. So nothing major, and if I get done before 9 o'clock, which I hope to, depends on just how much messing around I have to do. If I get done, then I have a really tiny build that I'm going to do. Let's see, where is it? It's hiding. So I'm going to build that. This is a really tiny, it's a micro build, Pose X-Wing fighter, if I have time again. So we'll just see how things go. Other big thing too is I'm going to be streaming, but I don't know what's going to happen. There is some major storms going on right outside, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. So yeah. So hey Versus, how you doing? So I'm just going to get started cleaning, moving stuff around. Biggest thing, like I said, was the monitor that I'm going to move out of the way. And we're going to get things situated today. There's no real build unless I have enough time and I can do this little microfighter just for the fun of it. But yeah, I'm going to try to move stuff away so that I can bring the Falcon over because it's a big set. So here we go. No timer or anything. We're going to just see what we can arrange here. So you're going to see me moving around on the camera and then moving the camera around and stuff, and hopefully it's not too boring for you. But if power goes out and I lose internet and stuff like that, then I apologize. It's been, the last 2 hours have been pretty rocky. Lots of big booms going on. So alright, let's move some of this stuff out of the way. In case you don't know and haven't noticed on the stream before, this is a geode that I'm moving right now. I actually was on vacation last year and got to crack one open, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's make sure everything's out of the way. I got some other doodads here. Alright, so let's pull this thing back. Alright, so first thing I gotta do is disconnect the monitor here. Now what I plan on doing tomorrow is a little bit different setup. I'm planning on having, here we go, that's looking pretty good. That should turn off on its own. Try to get this so it's every bit tucked away here. Here we go. Alright. So what I plan on doing is I actually having the laptop kind of over in the corner, or I might actually have it on the cart. You notice I don't have LG30 over. Pretty much because the Falcon's going to take up everything. So I'm not going to be viewing on this monitor unless I do something else or whatever, but I kind of need to have access to my laptop. So let's get this out of the way. Move some other stuff, little memory pieces and stuff. I am a computer guy, so that's why those things are there. Okay, so let's shove this stuff out of the way and over back here. Hi Pixie, how you doing? Pixie's probably like, what is going on? Why is there so much more room now? And she's just gonna watch, because that's what she does. Alright, yeah, this should be plenty of room. I'm hoping. But this is kind of what happens with these kind of things. So what I'm gonna do is actually probably move the cart over just to get the laptop on there, and then the Falcon's on a stand. I have it on its own little piece, and then I'm gonna move that over. So let me actually move the cat. Oh, that's good. Hopefully you had a fairly easy day at work. And Pixie's looking around. Hey, don't play with that cable. That's not for you. She's looking at the HDMI cable. You know what? It's a good spot for it, right there in the cup. Oh, so you decided to sit right in the middle of the table. Good spot. Good spot for the cat. Alright, so let's try to brush off. I'll give that to Vader. And of course the cat is not helping. Let's brush off the table. Come on, move. There we go. Alright, so the DeLorean's still over here. I'm gonna move that on top of the box. Kind of roll this thing back a little bit. Alright. There we go. Now the laptop is going to go up here for now until I arrange things. Okay, there we go. As you can see in the Stormtrooper cam, I'm wearing a Hi, you are. Good to see you. Just doing organizing and moving stuff around so that I can bring the Falcon over. And I warned Versus, but there are lots of storms going on right now, so I may or may not lose power. We'll see. Okay. Pixie, you're going to have to move. Okay? I know, you like to be part of everything. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. Alright. This thing is heavy. I'm glad I don't have to move it by itself. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have only moved this twice. Here we go. And Pixie runs away. Oh. There we go. All right. Alright, so now what I gotta do, I gotta see how this all balances. I think I can move this over just a little bit and I won't have to use the card. I'll be able to put the laptop up here in the front a little bit for tomorrow. We're gonna see. Yes, it is huge. It is quite large. There we go. Laptop will go there for now, just so things are out of the way as much as possible. Alright. Okay. What I may do is get another piece of this particle board stuff that I have here, and actually, you know what? I can rotate this just a little, right like that. I'll kind of give it a good angle. Okay. So yeah, this is the Falcon. Yes. I did not keep track of how long this took, but I also didn't stream it. I took pictures, not enough, but this was my first large set. Yeah, I did not stream everything. So let me give you kind of a bird's eye view here of it. this here. We get an overview. Stormtrooper cam. I may move this back and up a little bit, just so it's a little bit of a different angle, because I mean, just sitting here looking at the butt isn't all that interesting, you know. But this is, not only is it the Falcon, not only is it this big giant, you know, monstrosity, and that fits pretty good right there. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, I think this laptop will work right there. Move a couple other things here out of the way. Slide this back just a little bit more. Let's see what we got over here. Anything that I'm running against? Not yet. Vader's head will move back a little bit. There we go. Alright, so there we go. Okay. I think that's good positioning. No, it's not. So the really cool thing about this is, even though it's a giant set, it all comes apart as a play set, which is really neat. So I thought I would show, hi Pixie, welcome back. So I thought I would show some of those things. So gun turret is movable, just like, you know, it is in the movie, but in order to get into it, the whole thing comes out, and the pilot sits right here, or the gun turret person. Right now that's Finn. Finn is there. So he's got his own little cockpit right there, so he can do the gun. And that just sits right back down. So there are multiple panels, multiple rooms in this thing, and I'll zoom the I'll actually take the Stormtrooper camera in here. So let me do that. Let me do this. I'll take it back out. The Stormtrooper camera, you can see Finn. There he is, chilling. And the gun turrets, it's kind of cool. The gravity, like they run through the ship, you know, like, you know, normal, you know, on this plane. But when you hit the gun turrets, the gravity wells actually change. And that's why he's facing upwards, and they make it so they can do that. So lots of these panels here can come off so that you can, you know, play with the playset. So let's take off that one first. And this is the kiss that Han and Leia do in the little engineering bay. You can see C-3PO coming in there to ruin the moment, like he does in Empire Strikes Back. Over here is the hyperdrive. And then over here, these things. Hold on, can't get a good angle. These little circle things, those are the escape pods. And then you can even see the hallway right there. You see how it goes, just like in the movie. Alright. This panel comes off as well, I do believe. Yep. So you can see more of it this way. So there you go. You can see that better. All right. And you can see that these don't. There's not much to because again, it's not something that you flip upside down. It's giant. You're not going to do that on your own. But these just slip in to little areas. There's little guides here. So this yellow thing goes into that little hole right there, so that it fits all together. And that's how you guide it. Of course, it's been forever since I've done this. I did it out of order, so there we go. It's in there. I just got to get this part up first. There we go. And of course, it slipped out. Get back in there. There you go. Okay. Alright, so that's that. These panels all kind of go together just so. Alright. Cool. In fact, that one, there we go. Alright, now it's slipped in properly. Okay. Alright, so let's go over here. Now, in order to get this panel off, we have to take the radar turret off. The radar turret actually does spin stiffly, but gotta take it off. And come on. Alright, here we have old Han Solo in the Dejeric board, and Chewie. And he's got the computer, the nav computer that he's playing with. You can see the decals that are on the seats and everything. And the little helmet here that Luke uses that covers over his eyes so he can see everything, or can't see anything. And these are just, you know, little doodads and stuff like that. And so we're going to put that back. This one is done in such a way that, like, you can take off just the little panel so that you can actually get in there and do stuff without taking off this whole thing. But both are removable, obviously. Okay, there we go. It's almost slipped. Come on, get in there. Gotta have them the post angled right, otherwise it doesn't slip in. There we go. Okay. And then this part. Just fits right there. And just kind of settles in. Now this part is kind of funny because you have to put the turret back on, but if you push too hard, then you start breaking things. Okay, back on. Alrighty, over here is nothing. Actually, there is something here. It's hard to tell. But over here is storage. You can see I have the other radar turret. They have both both radar dishes from, this is from episodes 4, 5, and 6. This is from episodes 7, 8, and 9. So the Disney version. So that's what this kind of is a little storage area. They also have these, for whatever reason, the lights over here in the front are different in 7, 8, and 9 versus, I said versus 4, 5, and 6. So why they felt the need to do that, I don't know. But those will be part of the unbuild too. So that's like a little storage area. And you can see some of the how things go together. You know, there's like triples here that, you know, pull out so that everything can drop. Rooms are all made in cool little ways and stuff like that. There's also, I'm not sure if it's here. I can't remember. I think it's right here. I will move over on the other side in a second. Once I get this in there. There we go. Shift this a bit. There we go. Alright, so over here, I'm going to move over. Hi, Pixie. This whole thing is just a really cool playset. So if you could have a dad make it for his kids or whatever, then that would be awesome. Alright, so looking down, you can see the landing gear. You can also see this, which is the loading ramp, and it actually is nice and stiff. It does close all the way and does open. So that's the landing ramp that you see them using throughout the movie. And then there's one more part. You can see the other gun turret down there, by the way. That one does not have a cockpit area like the top one. It just doesn't work that way. In here? No, that's by itself. Where is the slide? Okay, hard to see. I'm gonna see if I can do something. Alright, you see? Up, there we go. Okay, so ready? So I slid back a panel. Really hard to see from here. See that? This little gun turret that comes out. It's now pointing. This is the turret that was used in Empire Strikes Back. That drops down whenever the snowtroopers are coming after them while they're trying to escape from Echo Base. And Han drops that down and has that shoot them as they're trying to escape. So there's actually a control stick up there to get it to go. But of course, I'm not going to be able to reach it, and putting it up there is going to be tough. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. So I slid the panel back across. So that is all the features that they have. So they got kind of 3 major rooms. Oh wait, did they have one in the middle? No, they didn't. So this thing, and then of course the cockpit. Let's look at that. See, we got BB-8 and Ray in there. This cockpit design is actually much different. It actually pulls off. It's much different than the design that was done with the first Falcon that they did. They did a UCS Falcon way back, and the cockpit was actually manufactured. You actually built it. It wasn't like a sleek single piece. So it's nice that they fixed that. Alright, so that's a tour of the Falcon. All the little neat features and stuff that we are going to be taking apart tomorrow. The landing gear was actually fun. It was kind of a neat part of the build because, like, you're doing, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them all at once. Kind of neat. Bad aim with the camera. What bad aim? Where did I bad aim? Where did I bad aim? Pixie, no, come on, get moving. There you go, stay over there. I'll get you know what, hold on. Let me get her bed. There you go. No? Okay. No? Alright. Putting it back on the floor. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm probably actually going to have to move this over a bit because the instruction book. Oh, the underneath part? I'm sorry. Here. I couldn't see what I was aiming at, so here. See? There. That's the underneath. And there's the ramp over there. Straight across. It's already down. Just the table. Oh, alright. You know what? I will fix that. Hold on. So that I have to turn my monitor so I can see. Alright, I gotta fix that. You guys have to see it because it is kind of cool. Oh, I see why. I was trying to have it straight, but the stormtrooper, the thing on the stormtrooper is facing downward a bit. So, okay, there we go. Can you see? Right here. There's the turret. Hopefully you can see. Can you see? I can't see if you can see. Let me turn my laptop. Is that better? You see the turret? Spin it around. Okay, there's the turret. So that's the turret that was used. Sorry. Alright, I'll push it back up and pull the panel over. And now it's back in there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it works just like it does in Empire Strikes Back, where the panel slides open and then it drops down. One of these panels that's near the back of the cockpit area, one of those you can actually take off so that you can move it up and down. But I'm not going to worry about that. All right. So. But I am going to, okay, glad I could help. I am going to have to slide the Falcon a little bit that way because the instructions are going to have to go here, and they are massive. So let's see if I can, actually I'm going to move the cup right there on the edge. Slide this over, don't knock off the laptop. It actually isn't. Probably gonna do like, I don't know, like that kind of a view. Just need to get a cup. Okay, so trying to pull this back a little bit so that we can see a better overview of the whole Falcon itself. That actually looks pretty good. I can go back further with this. Because I kind of want to show the instructions as I'm doing things, because they are massive. I mean, the Falcon is huge, but these instructions are huge too. So, alright, so let's move this over a little bit more. Move this in too. Alright. So yeah, so the instructions are here. Yeah, I think that'll work, because I'm gonna be all over this thing. Like, I'm gonna be up, down, all around, moving around, dealing with the sections and stuff like that, and just taking it apart. And again, I've never done something like this before, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how it works. All right, so I need a. Where's my Lego cup? Here's my Lego cup. We're going to take Stormtrooper head, put him up there, kind of give him a... This will be actually good because the main camera is going to cut off this back part, but then this camera can do a much better view and a little bit close up. And I'll actually probably just move, because I have the cord already stretched out, I'll probably just move things around as I'm working on them, kind of to do a better view. Potentially, though, I think that's going to be kind of boring. It's up to you if what you think, because like the instructions, because I mean they're just going to be instructions for like however many hours this is. I mean it's always possible though. I mean, like, then you can see what part I'm working on, I guess, or what area I'm working on. That's an idea. Though I don't think. Here, we'll start here. This is so heavy. I don't want to rip any pages. I actually did that earlier. Gotta get the no, I'll leave it open because that's what's best. I was trying to fold it back on itself, but that won't work, so we'll just have to do it like this. So that'll actually work. That should be okay. Use my phone as a placeholder. So I mean, I can do this. I wonder if there's a better place to put the to have the camera oriented. Yeah, I was trying to fold it back on itself, but yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, one thing I am going to do though is like for instance, like there's several decals that are on here. You saw one that was, or you might not have been able to see it. You'll see it when it comes apart. But inside where they have like the padded area and stuff, and like there's a hallway, there's decals for like the hallways to show that like, hey, the hallway continues on, you know, because they don't have the halls running all through the ship. So those will not be taken off. You know, I'm not taking the decals off. So. Oh, no. I think it is a good idea. Rub against what? No, I'm not gonna. I'm actually gonna move this here, and that's better. More better. At least the laptop, I can move the thing down. So, all right. I don't think I'm gonna rub against anything. I can all, yeah, actually, you know what? I can do both versus I can have this, you know, looking at the instructions, showing where I'm at, and then when I go to work on a section, I can, you know, do that. Yeah, this is not, this is fine. Nope, the book is right here on the edge, and I'm not pressed against it, so I've got table here, so I'm good. So, let me pull up the timer just for the fun of it. Make sure that that is functional. Because we're going to start, whenever I start the build, you know, I'm going to start this. So I'm going to start it. Should pop up down at the bottom. There we go. Looking good. Stop that. Reset it. Okay. That's looking good. Alright. So I'm going to have to find something that'll make this camera... No, I mean, it might be high enough. Do you think that's high enough to get a decent overview of the book itself? And like I said, I'm going to move it as I work on stuff. First things first, I'm going to be working on taking this apart, so I'm going to put that here. That's the little information thing, so, of the Falcon, but like I said, I'm not taking stickers apart, so. Alright, there we go. I think our setup is complete. This will probably get moved around a little bit as I work on it, but that should be good enough orientation wise. Yeah, I think that looks good. Alright, I'm gonna have to move this out. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm actually gonna play with some of the thingies here. Sorry about that. I switched and went bloop. Yeah, I don't know how I would do an overhead view. Yeah, that would be difficult. Okay, I am going to go here. I'm going to change our project status. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do here. So let's turn the camera around. The Stormtrooper camera can go wherever he wants. And he's gonna look at what I'm looking at. So this is, oh, it's gonna be infinity. You can see it up there. This is what I look at to get the stream set up and ready. So for instance, like all these different things are different parts. So for instance, like the JonnyBuilds there, that's my name, you know, it's right there. What I'm building, currently building, you know, that's just text. And then project status, so this little scroll bar down at the bottom is right here. That's what I have targeted. So I am going to right click on it and go to properties. Now it pops up and I can change the words. And let's see, what am I doing tomorrow? This is Lego UCS Millennium Falcon. There we go. So that's what it's going to be. So now you should see down at the bottom of the screen, it should now be updated to say Lego UCS Millennium Falcon Unbuild. Alright. My starting soon scene I fixed. Alright, let's split this back out. Boy, it's seen double. Alright, let's see. Be right back screen is fine. Let's go to the over screen. We're going to change this background. I'm actually going to change this to say to be the Millennium Falcon, because I don't need that, right? So that is huge. Gotta adjust it. Almost there. There we go. Oh, come on, fit. There we go. Nope, not quite. I gotta stretch it out just a little bit. There we go. Alright. There we go. So now, that's to have a great day. May the force be with you. That's always good. Now my starting soon. That's what that's going to be. We're going to keep it like that. The intro's there, and then the live scene. Alright, so cool. Alright, that looks good. Alright. So, let's turn him back around. Whee! And look at the instructions. I know it's not looking at the instructions right now. Hold on. So, there we go. Alright, I think I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. The camera doesn't aim down as much as the big one does, so I have to play around with that. So, boy, I don't have that much room here. This is going to be very, very constricting. But I think we're all set for tomorrow, though. I may bring over the cart just to have it here. I have my bags here. This is not a sponsor. Boulder is not a sponsor, but these are my bags. 40-gallon storage bag, so should have enough. I have my Sharpie over here that I'm gonna write on each bag. Where's my Sharpie? And this will be interesting too, because it'll be starting at bag 17. It'll be the first time I'm going like completely backwards, so yeah. Looking forward to it though. So all the characters I'm gonna take out and take apart. There's a couple little porgs. Oh, I don't know if you saw them. Here, I'll grab one. There's a porg. See? Little porg. Probably looks better on here. Here he is. Little porg. He's got a little tail. There's also a Minoc. Those are the things in Empire Strikes Back that chew on the power cables. So that's what he looks like. Little winged thing. They were, yeah, absolutely. The bags were enormous, and in fact, they had tons. I mean, like they were big. They were big, giant bags. And they had multiple bags inside of them. So, and especially the first, you'll see as I go through this. And again, don't watch the entire stream. I'm going to be doing this for a long time. The first bags, probably the first 3, was all the framing, all the structure for this thing. And it was a lot of Technic pieces, a whole bunch of like the little push pin type things, and the little shafts and different things to keep all the parts together. So, I mean, there's a lot of that, and those were like the first 2-3 bags, plus the landing gear. The landing gear was one bag in and of itself, just because there's 7 of them. So yeah, it was it was very interesting. And yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, this one was the largest. I mean, the Coliseum took it over with 9,000 pieces, but this has over 7,500 pieces. So, all right. So I got my bags. I'm gonna put the bags over here. Is that enough room? Yeah. Just sit them over there. Hi. You cannot come over here. Nope. 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 Back up. You sit over there. Go on. Go sit over there. And Pixie's like, why not? Why can't I not come over? You cannot jump over. That is not for you. She's like, fine. Don't you jump over there. All right. I think that's everything aside from what do I still need to do? I am going to have to shift this over a little bit because I don't want this laying on here and then, the weight of it over time ruining it. So I'm probably going to move this over, slide this over a little bit, and just kind of adjust it. But yeah. In fact, like I said, I may get a piece like this, a smaller piece, and put it underneath for this thing. So, but since we got done, I'm gonna bring the camera down. And I am going to build this. So I am going to do a Lego build. Very, very tiny. 64 pieces. Let's see how fast we can do this for the fun of it. Ready? Set. Go. Losing pieces already. Make sure there's nothing in the bag. Nice. Single instructions. Nothing complicated. Alright, let's see how fast I can do this. Alright. Yeah, the bags for the Millennium Falcon I do not have anymore, but they were quite large, yeah. And I do have the box for the Falcon. In fact, and I always tell this story just because it reminds me. Yep, speedrun. It reminds me just how cool Lego is. The instruction books that I got were not in the best condition. In fact, the box itself was not in the best condition because I got it from somebody on an auction. So I got it for cheaper than the Falcon actually costed. Which, cool, but you deal with whatever comes your way. And so the box was injured a bit, and whenever I opened it, like a couple of the white boxes were that were in the inside. They were wrinkled a bit and stuff, but they were fine. But the instructions, unfortunately, were all mangled. Like they were folded. It was like water had gotten in. I don't know whether an animal had gotten into the thing, but they were all mangled and wrinkled and a little bit torn and stuff, which disappointing. I mean, in a set this big, I mean, you see how big these instructions are. I was like, it was kind of a disappointing thing. So I contacted Lego and I said, hey, any chance you have extra instructions? Happy to pay for them. I know they're not going to be cheap because, I mean, they're huge. I'm guessing $20-30 for a set of instructions. And the lady wrote me back and said, no, we don't typically, what you doing? We don't typically have extras, but let me see what I can find. I said, okay, great. I'm going to do 4 of these. She said, let me see what I can find. I said, okay, cool. So a couple days later, I hear back from her, and she says, no, they just isn't just not something that they have. I said, okay, that's understandable. And she said, and we typically, because you bought it at auction, you didn't buy it directly from Lego, we don't we don't typically give those to people that didn't buy it from Lego, because Lego wants you to make sure that if there was anything they did wrong or something like that, that they would correct it. But since it was coming from an auction, it wasn't Lego's responsibility. Totally understand. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then figured that was the end of it. A couple days later, I get an email from the same lady, and she says, hold on a second. They are going to check another warehouse that may have instructions. I said, oh, okay, cool. Let me know how much it costs. Let me, if you find one, let me know. And didn't hear anything for another day or two. And then I get another email, and she said, hey, just wanted to let you know your instructions are on the way. And I said, well, wait. I said, how much do I owe you? That's, those couldn't be cheap or anything. And, it's not, again, not you guys' problem. She said, don't worry about it. We want to make sure that you are satisfied with what you purchased, even though it wasn't necessarily from us. We want you to be happy with your Lego set. And a couple days later, this massive box appeared at my door, and it was the instructions. It was all nice. I mean, it was heavy, about a good 5 pounds, and it was fantastic. So, woohoo! So yeah, they gave me the. Oops, I put this on the wrong one. This one goes here. That one's on top. That one goes... Wait a minute. The angle is all wrong on this. No, I guess they go different. That's weird. Is every other one like that? Yeah, I guess they are. Okay, cool. That's the way they want to do it. Alright, so this goes here. So yeah, so they found and sent me the instructions, and again, not their fault in any way. And yeah, and it was just incredible. It was like, wow, I've never had, and she was totally right about it too, that like, hey, it's not our fault, but still they did it anyway. Right, so we got laser turrets, and then I think we're done. Oh, 2 pieces on top, where the R2 unit would go, but they don't go in these X-Wings anymore. Oh. Microfighter X-Wing. Done. 6 minutes, 33 seconds. I could have gone faster, but I was busy talking, so. There we go. Microfighter X-Wing. Woohoo! Yeah, Lego minifigure would not fit in there. So, alright, I'm just double checking that nothing goes on the back and nothing does, but lots of clear pieces left over. It's kind of funny. But yeah, there we go. So thanks for joining me tonight. It was a bit different of a thing. Obviously, not a typical night with a build or whatever like that. And tomorrow's gonna be the busy day. So yeah. That would be awesome. You could be building at the same time I'm building, and you could finish R2 for May the 4th. That would be beautiful. That would be perfect. I would love that. That would be great. You so need to do that. you must. Yes, absolutely. Because I'll be building all day tomorrow. So, but I thank you two for watching. It was fun. Get to show off the Falcon a little bit, and tomorrow's going to be busy. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming all day, and I'll be doing this. I'll be breaking for like lunch and bathroom breaks, obviously, but yeah, this will be where I'm sitting and doing. I actually did this for last May the 4th. I actually did the Y-Wing build, but it, let's move this back. It actually, it took most of the day, and I was building it, and it's way less pieces, so it'll be interesting to see how long this takes. Well, tune in whenever you can. That's that, and actually the May the 4th last year was my first stream, ever. And then I ended up doing the Voltron Lions, which I would love to redo again, but I already streamed them, so probably won't. But yeah, so this is gonna be interesting, taking things apart. With this has like 3 times as many pieces, so it's gonna be one heck of a build, or unbuild, I guess is the case may be. So up. There we go. Camera. There we go. That should be good. Get a good overview. As I take away parts, yeah, the colors are cool. As I take away parts and stuff, it'll get smaller, and I'll move the camera in a little bit closer and closer as I'm working on it. So, yeah. Pixie likes the back of my laptop because it's very warm, so she enjoys it. But then I get cat hair in it. All right, more extra pieces to go in my little bag or my little can. So, again, thanks for showing up, everyone. Appreciate it. And until tomorrow, which is a weird thing to say, instead of next week, until tomorrow, may the force be with you, and keep on building. Have a good night.